Namaste, namaste, beautiful family of light, both here on Facebook Live and on Zoom. We'll soon be getting ready to do our anchoring light transmission meditation. But as you know, we always have these cosmic insights. And I do want to share something, or little segments of what was done yesterday, Sunday, our Sunday service. And it is about, for those of you who are not present, Esdras, Esdras 2. And how many people have heard of Esdras 2? Raise your hand. Yeah, nobody's heard of Esdras 2. But guess what? Esdras 2 talks about Ezra, Ezra, and Ezra is talking exactly about the conditions we find ourselves in today. The exact same thing. It's like I was just guided to read this. I'm like, oh my God, it's like I'm reading a current newscast. That's how it is. It's like, and this was done in just after the temple in Jerusalem fell. And so everybody was sort of traumatized. The people were in chaos, and you had different groups fighting each other. And then Ezra is asking all these questions, and this seems so unfair. It's like this evil is out there, this evil. What's going with this evil? I think all of us can relate as things are being unfolded. So, like, some of the things that Ezra says is, why do the righteous suffer while the wicked prosper? What's up with that? Right? We know we have the elitist group, they seem to have everything. And meanwhile, you have other people who are suffering. Like, what's up with that? He says, if the world has indeed been created for us, why do we not possess our world as an inheritance? What's with this thing where we gotta pay to live? The planet is resourceful enough, okay, to feed everybody. But our problem is we cannot give enough to the greedy. They can't be satisfied. Okay? And then the next thing now is, oh, sovereign Lord, why you have given one heart to many, but not given the same heart to all. There is all this division that's going on. So this sounds very familiar to us. And basically what it says, in our today's circumstances, right? We have a ecological crisis, rapid technology that we can hardly keep up with, like my phone glitching because it updated itself without even asking me if I wanted to be updated. Okay, loss of shared moral frameworks. So this is Ezra asking, why are things the way they are? What is going on? And basically what God says to Ezra, he says, look, God repeatedly tells Ezra that some truths cannot be grasped by the human mind. Okay, now I know this also, and many of us do, but from my own experience, when the anchoring light transmission meditation, like hi, a download from years and years ago, even a download with the Cosmic Center Spiritual Light, which was actually in 1979. I copyrighted the logo in 1980. I'm like, what's going on? I didn't know anything about downloads or transmissions or anything like that. I just knew that this was like not like normal. This is something else, and had to have the courage to like, okay, I think I need to listen to this because it's so profound. I can't get away from it, right? And when I was asking questions like, well, what's this and who is it and why is it working? And it said like, hey, okay, you're connected to the ascended realms of light. Okay, that's what this is, divine discernment, all of that kind of stuff. You learn along the way. But the bottom line was, you can't know everything because you can't understand everything because it's beyond your human capability. And I get that message all the time. That's where faith comes in. Faith. And that's where your intuition says, I may not be able to understand everything, but I really feel I should do this. So like I remember I was there for the harmonic convergence. I didn't know anything about crystals, but I was like, I don't know. I think I should get these crystals. Okay, so it's things where you may not have the full understanding of everything yet, but this is why you got to trust your intuition and you have to trust your gut. Okay, and you have to know that even in the midst of chaos, okay, we're going to get on the other side, because there's something of us that tells us that the human spirit, which is aligned with the Adam Kadmon, the divine human, is going to override all this other stuff. Now, the other things that God tells Ezra, when he talks about the limitations of human understanding, I like this one. He says a whole bunch. He says, well, measure for yourself a measure of fire, or weigh a weight of a flame. Can you do that? It's like, no. Okay. The end shall come by measure and the number and weight. And if anybody knows me, they know I always say things will come about at the divinely appointed time. And that was from Metatron, the divinely appointed time. And right here is exactly what God is telling Ezra. The end shall come by measure and the number and weight in the divine timing of things. And it also says, do not be in haste beyond measure, nor be quick to make haste above the Most High. Now, what we talked about in Sunday's sermon yesterday was also about how you have people of the earth, the kingdom of the earth, by those that are in charge, the idea of the power, or power grab. I'm the king, I'm the queen, no one above me. I don't think so. Well, look what King Herod did to hold on to power. Look what's going on right now to hold on to power. Okay, so what this is saying, no, okay, you may think that you're in charge, but really you're not. And the key takeaway from all of this, everybody, is that it's saying this chaos was Ezra was like, oh my gosh, my paradigm as I knew the earth is completely changing. Our paradigm is changing right now. Everything is changing right now. And what God said to Ezra was, hey, things are being revealed. Things are finally coming to the light of day. And that has always been a prophecy, that those things that have been hidden will come to the light of day. And that's what's happening right now. None of us are shocked by what's going on, but the masses are like, what? Oh, yeah. And all those conspiracy theorists, okay, they're like, wait a minute. We need to be more respectful to these people. They're ahead of the curve. All the black sheep, okay, people have to turn around and say, wait a minute, I think they knew something or they're aware of something. Okay, and that's where you need the courage to be your authentic self, because maybe not everybody gets it at the same time, but if you did, then you're responsible for that. And so it says here, what is being revealed can be healed, and what is exposed can be transformed. Real important, especially now as we're going through these times, okay? And the other thing I wanted to share, and again, is Esdras 2. You can read it. It's now available online. All of the Gnostic Gospels and the codexes and the things that they have found that was buried is now, I can't hear any sound. Christine, can you hear? Can everybody hear? Hold on. 1 second. Okay. Can everybody hear me? You can let me. Okay. All right. Okay. So, all right. So we'll cut that section out. But anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and say that one of the enlightening things is they talked about the remnant. And the remnant, and this is where Shin Yun comes in. I went to see Shin Yun on Friday for my birthday. And I wanted to really see this really, really a lot. And it was something about it. I was so drawn. For years, I've been wanting to go. So I finally get to go on Friday. It's amazingly beautiful. The choreography, the music, just fantastic. But these people that are doing this are the remnants, like how we're remnants. They are the remnants of the memory of the Chinese culture that goes into where the Chinese culture came from, those gods, okay, those higher beings to the earth. And exactly what they're talking about is exactly the story like Sanat Kumara and the Kumaras. Sanat Kumara, according to the story, came from Venus. Okay, and there's a theosophy, and I've been to South America, Gateway of the Sun. I saw the birdmen. It's all pointed to Venus. Stuff is not mythology or makeup. It's really rooted in truth. And so this particular culture says that the gods came, all right, and that's where it was the whole idea of heaven on earth, heaven on earth. But then in 1949, that is their religious practice, that's what they believed. In 1949 is when communism came and wiped that all out. The people who are the performers in Shenyun are the children and the grandchildren of those people who were persecuted, put in jail, and killed for holding the light. And they're still holding the light. And there's us that are here right now, no matter what's going on, we are here to what? Hold the light. And in Ezra's time, they were calling us the remnants, the ones that have the cosmic memory, that it's something in their DNA. There's something in the cosmic memory that keeps them moving onto their spiritual path because they are holding the light. And always through all cultures, they always had those, as much as conditioning, programming, indoctrination that's out there for a particular agenda. There's always going to be those that remember to hold that memory, that cosmic memory of the truth of who we come from. So I would say to everybody, if you have not seen Shenyun, I absolutely recommend it. It's beautiful, but more importantly, it supports these people who are committed to holding the divine memory of the civilization of China and not allowing the communism to rewrite history and put into an autonomic, non-spiritual society. So very, very powerful stuff. And so the good news, as I said, when Ezra at the end, he was in great despair, looking at the word. He was depressed. Who wouldn't be? Like now. And he says, no, he went from depression and despair to faith and upliftment when he understood the higher knowledge of what was going on. So if you want to be inspired, and one of the things that Ezra says, he says the path is narrow. Who else said the path was narrow? Jesus the Christ. So with that, something to think about. Be sure to go to the Cosmic Center website to see all the information we have there, our YouTube channel. And I want to mention, I'm going to go more into it now with our light workers on Zoom and on that are going to be doing the meditation. Everybody's open to the meditation. Just go into our website or Facebook page and you'll see how to sign up to do that. It's open to the public, but we're going to have a very powerful retreat. It's called the Magdalene Priestess Initiation Retreat. It's going to be 5 days. This is a really super deep dive. We're consciously aware that we work with the ascended realms of light. So this is not like a big deal to us. It's like, yeah, okay, Archangel Michael, these are real beings that are real interacting with us. The divine feminine, that's been rising now. And the Mary Magdalene Priestess Retreat will be in Sedona, Arizona. And that's going to be April 7th to the 12th. It's limited to 10 people. It will be something quite profound. So with that, I'm going to say namaste to our family of light on Facebook Live. We will see you next time.